Hello, everybody who have joined us for this webinar. We are starting a new specialization at Faculty of Management at Wrocław University of Science and Technology, Business Intelligence. And this webinar is an information session for prospective students who have already applied to get to know the program, get to know if you are still looking to apply, get to know the admission process. So without further ado, I'm Yash Chawla, Dr. Yash Chawla. I work as an assistant professor for innovation and marketing management at the Department of Operation Research and Business Intelligence at Faculty of Management at the university. And today, as I said, we will be sharing information with you regarding this new business intelligence program that we have started at master's level. So first of all, I would like to invite Dr. Katarzyna Maciejowska. She is the coordinator for this course, and she will shed light on different aspects of this course. What does it contain, and what do you get by attending or being a part of this program or this course at the university. So Dr. Maciejowska, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm very happy to come here and be able to tell you a little bit about our new specialization, meaning business intelligence. I'm also working in the Department of Management together with Yash Chawla, and very happy to actually work on this new specialization. I have prepared a few slides, a small presentation, so let me start. So the first very important thing about this new specialization, this is a whole path of studies in English dedicated to international students, but also to Polish students who want to improve their English and be able to work later in the international environment. So what is it, business intelligence? I think there are many definitions on this, and people have different experience in companies. So what we are aiming to teach you goes a little bit beyond what is typically perceived as business intelligence in corporations. So of course we have this big block on data descriptions and visualization, which is typically applied in business intelligence, but we also go into the direction of data analytics and simulations and a little bit more advanced tools, which can be very helpful in managing managing a corporation and understanding business conditions which are around us. And of course, I can't imagine working without some soft skills. And what is very important today is this part connected with management, because what we are teaching you is how to use data analytics in managing a company. So what are the major courses? So we divided the whole studies into 3 big blocks, and they are here described with different colors. So the first big block is connected with data analytics. And what you can see here, they are subjects connected with data analytics itself, like descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive analytics. What you will study there, you will study how to use econometrics, data mining, artificial intelligence in describing the data you're going to work with. We have also subjects connected with business intelligence workplace itself, of visual analytics or cloud computing, which is very important nowadays. So this is the block connected with data analytics. The second block is connected with management economics, because as I mentioned you, I can't imagine a good worker without the soft skills and knowing how to run a project. So we will teach you quite modern approach toward management, starting with design thinking, which is actually used now in many corporations, project management, and usage of social media and social marketing. The third block, which we will teach, is connected with simulations and applications of game theories in business. Why I think it's interesting? Because it helps you to understand how your decision will impact a particular company, a particular system, or the environment. And it helps to assess the impact of different decisions on the outcome, on, for example, profits on a company. So that is 3 blocks oriented around managing a company, but going deeply into analyzing the data. So why I think our business intelligence studies are so interesting. First of all, I think we introduce a new quality into the studies here at the Technical University. What you will find here during these courses, there are many practical forms of teaching. So you will study how to use this tool, this data analytic tool, or management tools during laboratories, projects, and seminars. What you will not find here is the traditional blackboard classes when you have a teacher just standing in front of you. So we really focus on teaching you how to apply the theory with the real data. Second of all, as you have already seen, we propose you a block of subjects. So there will be no single subject from nowhere. We try to provide you with the whole structure, with the whole structure of subjects to study. And during the third, which I think very interesting part, is that we propose a slightly different approach toward diploma seminar. And in particular, the first diploma seminar will be a form of the workshop where you will present your ideas. We also encourage you and teach you how to use popular programming environments like Python, R, or MATLAB, which are widely used in the industry. What I really want to emphasize is that we try to synchronize the lectures, so hopefully there will be no more repeating of the same material during a few courses. Yes, we create here a very nice team, and we really went through all the subjects to ensure that the topics are divided into different subjects. What is also, I believe, very important is a team of people, teaching team, which you will meet during your classes. So you will find here people working in forecasting, and actually we have the best forecaster team in Poland here at the Technical University. They are people experienced in the agent-based modeling of healthcare system and having a lot of interest in social and modeling the social impact, for example, via social media. So we are not only teaching you, but this is the area of our research. And what you will find here in our department, that many of us, particularly from this teaching team, we have research project and national grants, international grants, enabling you to meet with the updated research in this area. And to prove it, you can find that most of us have publications in top international journals and are recognized also internationally. So to sum up, because I want to make it short, our business intelligence, these are the 3-term studies dedicated for engineers. And I think this is very important for you to remember. And lecture and class are going to be in English, which I believe is very useful in international labor market and international corporations. And many of you are going to cooperate with foreigners. And we offer you many laboratories and projects which aims at empirical applications of the BI that I hope you will be able later to use in your professional life. So if you want to get some more information about how to enroll, please go to the website. And if you want to contact me, my name is Katarzyna Maciejowska. It was mentioned at the beginning. And my email is katarzyna.maciejowska@pwr.edu.pl. Okay, so this is from my side, my presentation to just show you what our BI studies are. There's everything, but I hope there are some questions and I will be very happy to answer. Okay, I see the first question. Hello, what specific skills will I get by studying business intelligence? Okay, when you think about skills, I will focus on the ability to analyze the data, because I believe that nowadays we suffer from not from the lack of the data, but from the fact that there's too much data to use, and it's very difficult for companies actually to use them efficiently. So what you will be able to do after the study, you will be able to adjust the tool, use a proper tool to analyze the data, and then to understand what you get from it. And second of all, you will be prepared to work in an international environment and international companies and run projects, for example, or be creative in your work.
If I may just add to that. We are moving to an era where big data and the computer intelligence is being integrated into all processes of business. And what this program basically helps is, so if you are looking to work with companies that are primarily relying on these kind of technologies, which are like almost all the major companies these days. So what you get is you get an essence of how you can adapt and how you can apply your technical skills to the business part of the companies, and it is like a very good bridge that is between the technical as well as the managerial part. So you can say that we give you the technical skills in terms of to merge what you already have into the business part of it. So I think that is one of the most important skills that engineers need to have today to adapt to the changing business environment, the dynamic business environment that we have. And going forward, this will be more and more required from each and every employee that kind of works for big organizations. And even if you want to become an entrepreneur, if you want to have your own startup, I think the list of courses that are or the block of courses that are in business intelligence would give you a very deep insight on how you can move out to go about your activities within the startup as well, which includes from like thinking about ideas, moving from ideas to product development, and then applying computer intelligence or business intelligence algorithms and agent-based modeling, as Dr. Maciejewska already said. So it gives you a wide range of skills to, if you want to work as an employee, or if you want to become an employment generator, like an entrepreneur or a business person. So I think it gives you a wide range of skills.
Yeah, thank you, Yash. I think you even add a little bit much more to what I said. We have another question. What kind of operating system shall the student use, Windows or Mac OS? Okay, I would say as long as you can use the programming environment, Mr. mentioned, meaning R, MATLAB, Python. Of course, both operation systems are, you can use them. But of course, when you go to of course, you will need to see during each course what you need. I believe in both, but for cloud computing, for example, Microsoft could be required, actually.
So, so there are like certain programs that are supported in both Mac OS as well as the Windows, but you would see that over the period there are a lot of programs which the university has, which are based on the Microsoft Microsoft environment. So we have certifications for that, but most of the programs are also compatible in macOS, and like Python and these things are open source technology, so they can actually run on any platform. So we have students at other master's programs or bachelor's programs who use both of them. So we haven't faced any issues, and if there is some issue that comes up, the university technical team is well equipped to sort that issue out and like find a program that is similar to the one that runs on Windows, and the similar can be found on Mac OS. So that is an issue that can be sorted out if it rises at any point of time.
Yeah. We are encouraging a lot, asking questions.
Maybe I can point out one more thing. The program is usually, when you talk about study programs, they are designed in a way to give you knowledge. But this study program is not just designed to give you the knowledge, but it is designed to sensitize you, to make you think, to give you the critical thinking skills, to look at a concept. Say you look at sustainable development, or you look at the current issues that the society has, and then you question that what are the solutions that you can give with your thinking, with your new ideas. And so it gives you the critical thinking skills, and then gives you the tools to work on those critical thinking skills to apply it in a real business environment, which is very important to, if we want to achieve the agenda of 2030, which is the sustainable development goals.
Here we have a few more questions again about more technical issues. Is previous experience with Python or MATLAB required with the learning of these environments be from scratch? I say don't be afraid. We will teach you from the beginning. There will be lab classes when we introduce to this programming environments. So you shouldn't have any problems. So this shouldn't stop you. I mean, if you're interested in data analytics, but what I want to emphasize that during the studies, you'll be, of course, expected to learn how to use these tools. And I want to still refer to to what Yash said about this, ability to use your knowledge in real life, is that we also cooperate with some companies. And for example, Credit Suisse and Capgemini, for example, and workers from these companies are going to give you extra lectures during the study. So you will be able also to see how the things you study are applied in real life.
I would like to emphasize one more thing with this like Python or MATLAB, such tools, or there is one thing about what you get from the interaction with the teachers or in the labs, but the other thing is if you actually want to go, these are not very complicated languages they're very easy to learn, but it's very important for practice. So the more time that you dedicate during the studies to practice these things, because you will be given like real business scenarios or real problems where you can work on it, and like apply your knowledge to see how the output or the outcome is. But you will still have to practice. So there will be, the teachers will guide you, will give you more resources to help you practice. But there is an element of these programs where you will have to dedicate your time as well to learn to practice and to become confident with it. Because once you have the confidence, then you can experiment, you can try, if I remove one line, what happens? So that is something that you have to, the teachers will give you these ideas, but then there is some level of, as I said, critical thinking. So you have to also think, you will also be prompted to think on yourself that what steps are resulting in what the outcomes and so on. So I think that is also a very important aspect that you should keep in mind. We have one more question. It's regarding the change, but I think our next guest speaker would be better suited at answering that question. So I would request to just hold on to that question for a minute, and because he's going to address. So maybe Michał, we have Mr. Michał Borowski, who is our representative from the international admissions team. He takes care of international admissions from different parts of the world. Michał, we have a question that there is somebody who has applied for big data analytics, and now they are convinced by our presentation maybe, and they want to change to BI. Is it possible to do before the 1st of March?
Hi everyone. To be honest, technically speaking, it shouldn't be possible because admission is already closed, but it's the matter of discussion with the faculty, right? Of the available places, that's first. Second, we will need to do changes in the system manually. It will take time. So if you may, I don't know who asked that. I will leave my email. I don't know if you could see that here. I don't think so. So my email is Michał, like my name, .borowski @pwr.edu.pl, or easier, admission@pwr.edu.pl. Send me an email and we will see what we can do. Okay, but it will require a little of work. So I will let you know. Okay, because it's not certain for 100%. Okay, so I won't do any promises right now.
Thank you, Michał. About the list of lecturers. So yes, the list of lecturers, because at the Faculty of Management, if you go to different departments, the list of people who are working on various courses is available. But is it? Do we have like in each of the course card, the name of the lecturer is mentioned? So if you go to the faculty's website, you are able to download the course cards that is like detailed curriculum or the syllabus for each course. And at the end of each course, the name of the person responsible for that course is mentioned along with their email ID. So if you want to contact any one of them, you're most welcome to like write to them. But of course, it would be better to like route it through the course coordinator, like to either from Dr. Maciejewska or myself, so we can help you with that. And if you want to like look at the profile of that person, each lecturer's profile is also available on the faculty's website. So you can just look up with the name, and then you will be able to find them. But I think this is also a good suggestion we can take into consideration, that we can have we will try to build up a web page with just the names of people who are teaching various courses for BI, and we will link them to their profiles on different web pages within the faculty's website. So that is something that I will take a note of, and we will discuss, and probably we will try to bring it at one place if you want to see everyone. But currently you will have to go to the course card and you will have to take a look. More questions? Okay, so if you have any questions, you can still keep them coming. But now I would request Mr. Michał Borowski to please shed some light on the admission process that takes place for applying for this course. As he already mentioned, the courses, the admission is closed for this term. But again, we have other courses as well that happen they start in October, and of course this will again take place in February. So it would be good to get the information, the vital information that he's about to share.
Yes, if you may just explain once again, you will do admission for business intelligence twice a year or once a year? Remind me just for clarification.
It's just once a year.
Once a year for February?
Yes.
Okay, I see. Okay, so guys, or ladies and gentlemen, I hope everyone is listening us. Admission will start on May. We will see if it will start for both for February and October. It was like this this year, or maybe a little bit sooner for October, and let's say on August for February. But the conditions are the same, so it's pretty easy. Everyone is requested to go for our website, registration.pwr.edu.pl. You're supposed to upload your documents, so I mean copy of your passport, your data, name, surname, so and so on, informations about previous school, and documents which concern your previous study or previous school, right? After that, you're supposed to pay application fee. It's pretty cheap because it's 20 euros, and wait for the results, right? After that, everything is done online, so you don't need to worry to send anything via post or just coming personally with the documents. Everything is done online until you will get the final decision of acceptance. I mean, it's called conditional decision because the last condition to meet is to come personally to our office with original of documents, right? So once again, you are just opening your account starting from May for those who want to apply for bachelor, and a couple of courses for master studies from October. And the rest of you a little bit later for February, and the same rules. So you're uploading your documents, you're paying application fee, and you're waiting for the results, right? After that, you will get information what to do next. I mean, for example, if there are some missing documents or anything you need to do next, you will get through the system, okay? If you are interested in some information concerning, I don't know, payments, for example, or which documents you're supposed to prepare, you can always check on our website. But always, once you are applying for example, for bachelor, you're supposed to present your diploma from high school, right? Transcript of records from high school, or mark sheets, it's called mark sheets, and your English or Polish certificate. That means if you are applying for English studies, or of course, if you are applying for Polish, you're supposed to present a Polish certificate. Just in advance, because I know that there's also this question often. If you don't have any certificate from, for example, English, if your studies or high school was in English, that's enough. You can just present us information that studies or high school was in English. If not, you can apply for Skype interview at our university, and coordinator of language course will just meet with you and check your language skills, and online test will check your grammar, and that's enough for us, okay? So once again, diploma from previous school, transcript of records or mark sheets from previous school, and language certificates. Basically, that's those three are most important for applying. Admission will start from May, and everything is done online. Pretty easy, right? So if you will have any question concerning that, you can always send me an email or to the admission. We will always help you. Or if you want, you can also call us, right?
Great. Thank you so much, Mikhail. So any questions regarding the admission process, or does anybody want to know something from that aspect? Please feel free to ask the questions.
Maybe I will tell something extra about payment and possibility of waiving that, right? This is also a frequent question. So there are two types of admission for the people who are paying for studies and for those who are not. So of course, people who are staying in United Europe or have a card of Pol, for example, so that means they have ancestors here, they don't need to pay for studies. And more important also for people who needs to pay for studies because, for example, they are from outside of United Europe. Prices are on the website, but there are also possible ways to also avoid that. So that means, for example, if you will learn Polish on C1 level, so that means fluent speaking and fluent writing Polish language, and you will pass ministerial exam, you can apply for free for studies. Or you can also contact with our ministry. They are called NAVA, so National Agency of Academic Exchange. And there are some countries, mostly from Africa, also right now from Iraq, from Iran. Some time ago, it were also different countries. So our ministry is also helping people to come to our university, and they are paying for that, right? So before you will choose the studies, it's also good to check your possibilities, right? So also you can send me an email to check if you can apply for it, or just you can go for the website of our National Agency of Academic Exchange. It's easy, NAWA, nawa.gov.pl, okay?
Okay, thank you. We do get a lot of laureates from different parts of the world through NAWA. So it is definitely worth applying to that. Okay, we have a question regarding the appointments for the Polish embassy. Could you please tell us which country you are from? Well, in general, right now, you know, the global pandemic, we have issues with all countries with this, with the appointments, because there are very limited number of appointments. So if you could tell us which country you're from, we could probably like suggest what what process you could follow, but the university doesn't intervene with the visa process because it is a matter of the state. So usually what the university does is it gives you a letter when your admission is confirmed, and Mikhail, if I'm not wrong, they have to pay a certain fee before they get the letter.
Yes, they do. And normally, you have time for pay for application fee and for tuition fee. That's obvious, right? So, for example, you are paying application fee from the start. You are waiting for the offer letter and then for a conditional decision. And to be honest, you can even pay the tuition fee after visa appointment even, but we are advising otherwise. We are advising paying tuition fee before going for embassy, because in 100% cases, ambassador or consul or anyone in the embassy, they're always asking whether the person paid or not. So it's better to have it paid, just because they will ask for that. In case, I am just going in advance with the possible question, if the visa will be denied, for example, because of course that could be the case, we can always refund the money, right? So it's not like you will pay and you will lose your money, because we will just refund it. And about the problems with embassies, like Yash said, there is the pandemic, that's first. Second, there are limited employees in embassies, and there are many people who are applying. And also, I agree with Yash that we can't intervene with people during the visa process, because even embassies tell us not to do that. Only thing we can do is just to, for example, I'm sometimes doing that, not always, because it depends on embassy also. We can sometimes send a confirmation directly to the embassy and sometimes they're asking about it, for example, border services, whether the person has been accepted or not. And then I am sending confirmation, yes, such and such person has been accepted. Cameron, take the visa from Nigeria. That's our candidate said. Yeah, in Nigeria, that's the same thing. Nigeria has many candidates, really many candidates. And unfortunately, sometimes visas are denied. And we can't do much about it. We are trying to just work with embassies, but they are, let's say, individual part of our country, let's say, and they are just working independently of our university, right?
The thing with Poland in the recent years, over the last like 4 to 5 years, it has become one of the most lucrative places for international students to come and study. There are a number of reasons because of that. I mean, the cost of living is not very high. If you compare it with the other European countries, the cost of living is actually very low. You get the standard of living is quite high. And the cost of studies, even if you have to pay for the studies, it's comparatively very low. I would say one of the least in Europe, but the standard of teaching and the quality of education that you get is at par with the European standard, because we follow this European Charter for Human Resources. So our research, our teaching standards, they are at par with the standards set by the European Commission. So, well, I will give you an example for just from the international students, because we have 30 seats for business intelligence. Just from the international students, we got more than 50 applications this year. And as you can see that the course was actually announced quite late, and we did the minimum promotion also of the course, but we still got 50 applications. And next year we expect this competition to be even higher. So with the visas, this is an issue at the moment because of the pandemic. But moving forward, as more and more applications come in to the Polish embassies around the world to come to Poland to study, so this is something that you will probably have to apply early. Try to get apply early to the admission process so you can get the confirmation earlier, and hopefully you will join us for the course.
Yeah, and like Yash said, I have heard some time ago from the student personally that he said that we are enough east to be, like Yash said, pretty cheap if we are talking about tuition fee, and enough west to give you the same education as the west countries in United Europe. So So yeah, the Poland is a good choice, right? And I could see, sorry, just to take that question, but
Yeah.
just in my part of job, doctoral school is a tuition free for all candidates. It is right now. Doctoral school is a, let's say, faculty which is doing admission for doctoral to our university. It's not easy to get in, but once you do, you will not only have a tuition fee waived, you will get also scholarship. So everyone who has been accepted, they are getting scholarship. It's pretty good, to be honest. And yeah, you can work then. So admission for doctoral school also will start on May. So just keep checking our website and the website of doctoral school. The website is easy, doctoralschool.pwr.edu.pl. And there are some conditions. You need to present your work. You need to meet with the commission face-to-face, I mean on the Zoom usually. And the rest of the conditions are on the website also. So we can check them later on.
In terms of doctoral school, the business intelligence course, if you are actually looking to do PhD, doctoral school, the business intelligence program is also a very good path towards doctoral school, because the skills that you need if you are looking for management science, or especially if you're looking especially for management science or computer science or other streams also, BI is a very good platform for you to go ahead in that direction, because it gives you the necessary skills, but it also gives you it like helps you like the work that you do and the thesis that you do is inevitably you can work with your supervisor to publish the paper. And as Mr. Borowski said, that it's not very easy to get in, because even the international students, they don't have to pay a fee, and they get a stipend which is like, I think, about 500 euros or even more in terms of Polish currency. It's like 2,100 Polish zloty, which is for a single person to live in a city like Wrocław, where we are. It is good enough, but that's not it. You also have opportunities to apply for national scholarships. There is like National Science Center, which gives Preludium grants. There are other starting grants that you can apply for. There is also an opportunity for you to engage in Erasmus exchange. Even our BI students, even if you are coming from non-European countries, you can go for exchange programs to other European countries, with which we have partnership. So the whole program is lucrative in that sense also.
If I can add something, Yash, to this. This is what I wanted to mention also when I was talking about the course itself, that because most of us, your people who are going to teach you there, we are also very active in our research, and we like it a lot, and therefore we have many different projects already running in our department, where we also employ students. And if we can't employ, we can encourage them to cooperate with us and to see how the scientific research looks like. So it can be a good experience, not only to those who want to stay at the academia, but also to those who want to go on and work in industry as well. I think it's very interesting opportunity, which is open here actually for students as well. Yep.
Thank you for adding that. Okay, any more questions? Did we miss out something? Okay. Any other questions do we have? Okay. Right. So I think maybe we can slowly start to end this webinar. I would like to thank Dr. Maciejowska and Mr. Borowski for shedding light on various aspects of the program and also for the university. If you still have any questions, you can reach out to any one of us, and especially if you have any questions regarding the process of admission, please reach out to our wonderful admissions team at admissions@pwr.edu.pl. That's Mikhail and the team. And if you have any questions regarding the course itself, like the content of the course, or if you will if you are not able to find the program of the course on the website, feel free to write to Dr. Maciejowska or myself. Usually any person that at our university, we have like first name dot last name @pwr.edu.pl. And you can also find our email addresses on the brochure that you can find on the website. So please do not hesitate to write to us for any questions that you have. And thank you so much to all of you to join. And I hope that we will be able to see you all soon at our university with our program. And we are also working on bringing some more programs, which will probably be launched in the coming years. So we will keep you updated regarding that. So I wish you all a good day, good evening, good night, good morning, depends on which part of the world you're joining us from. And till next time, adios.
Yeah.
Goodbye.